80% of drivers think their car is dying at 150,000 miles, because that's exactly what dealerships want them to believe. But last month, I met a guy whose beat-up pickup blasted past 507,000 miles, still pulling strong, and he wasn't lucky. He was disciplined. He followed habits most people ignore until it's too late. Today, I'm exposing the 17 ruthless habits that make cars survive 500,000 miles. Miss even one, and your engine pays the price. Number 17, timely oil change. Fresh oil keeps metal parts gliding. Old oil turns into sludge and starts grinding everything down. That's why timely changes matter. But here's the twist. There is no universal schedule. Not 3 months, not 5,000 miles, not the flashy 10,000-mile promises in those glossy brochures. Those numbers are averages. And averages never protect every engine. Your real schedule comes from how you drive. Heavy traffic cooks your oil faster. Towing stresses it. Hot, dusty climates contaminate it. Short trips never let the oil fully warm up, so moisture stays trapped. Meanwhile, someone who drives calmly once a week might stretch their oil much longer than the manuals claim. The engine tells the truth, not the calendar. That's why you need to check your dipstick often. Look at the color, feel the texture, smell for fuel dilution. If it's dark, gritty, or thin, it's done. Change it. Don't wait for a warning light, because that light appears when damage has already started. Timely oil changes stop sludge from forming, protect vital seals, and prevent those brutal $4,000 engine failures no one sees coming. It's simple science. Clean oil reduces friction, and low friction keeps your engine running smoother for far longer. Number 16, transmission fluid changes. Many drivers obsess over engine oil, yet forget the fluid that quietly carries every ounce of power. Transmission fluid. It shifts gears, cools internal parts, and prevents metal from grinding. But most people never think about it until the car begins to slip or jerk. I've met countless drivers who proudly say they've gone 100,000 miles without a single transmission service. That might sound impressive, but it's actually slow damage in disguise. Transmission fluid breaks down far sooner than most realize. Heat thins it out. Stop-and-go traffic stresses it. Heavy loads push it past its limit. Once the fluid loses its protective strength, the transmission starts wearing itself out with every shift. And unlike an engine, this system gives almost no warning before it fails. Standard cars need fresh fluid roughly every 60,000 miles or every 5 years. Hybrids can stretch closer to 90,000, but the principle is the same. Old fluid equals expensive trouble. And when transmissions fail, the bill is brutal. $3,000 or more for most cars, and far higher for luxury models. Always use OEM fluid. It's engineered for your specific system, and cheaper substitutes can ruin the internal clutches. Protect the fluid, and the transmission stays smooth, strong, and capable of surviving 500,000 miles. And while we're here, coolant deserves its moment. Too many drivers treat it like a lifetime fluid that never rises, never falls, never ages. Reality check coming. Number 15, coolant flush every 2 years. This isn't some forever fluid. It doesn't magically last a lifetime. Heat cycles slowly turn it acidic. Over time, it stops protecting your engine and starts destroying it from within. Water pumps fail, seals crack, heater cores clog, head gaskets leak. One neglected system can drain $2,000 or more in a blink. Coolant doesn't just fight heat, it guards your engine all year. When it's cold, it keeps passages flowing, prevents freezes, and stops corrosion from eating your engine. Here's the rule. If you drive roughly 10,000 miles a year, flush your coolant every 2 years. Drive more? Push harder? Do it sooner. Sometimes even after a year. Don't wait to see a puddle or a drop in levels. Coolant doesn't reduce unless there's a leak. Its color is the real health check. Bright and clean? Safe. Dark, rusty, or murky? Danger. This applies to all vehicles. Gas, diesel, hybrids, even those with electric water pumps. Early warnings include white smoke on cold mornings or engine misfires. Ignore them at your peril. Coolant is cheap, engines are not. Pick your poison wisely. Protect your engine or pay the price later. Don't zone out yet. Without a proper spark, even the healthiest engine struggles to roar. Number 14. Keep spark plugs fresh. Engines are only as lively as their spark. Dull plugs steal power and waste gas. Worn spark plugs can cut fuel economy by up to 30%. That's money literally going up in smoke. Most cars need new plugs every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. But don't just follow the number. Type matters. Iridium lasts longer than copper. Check your manual for the correct kind. This is the one point you should follow religiously. Your manual knows best. Using the wrong plug can kill performance and efficiency. Listen to your engine. Rough idles, slow starts, weak acceleration. These are red flags. Misfires? That sputtering jolt under acceleration? It's a plug screaming for attention. Smell raw fuel? Danger. Pull a plug and see oil or coolant? That's a deeper issue, like valve cover leaks or head gasket trouble. Replacing plugs is inexpensive. Ignoring them can escalate small issues into $800 repairs. Fresh plugs deliver crisp ignition, smoother rides, and peak fuel efficiency. Think of them as the heartbeat of your engine. Keep them sharp and your car will respond instantly, burn fuel efficiently, and dodge costly surprises. Next, one silent strip inside your engine decides if it survives or dies. Number 13. Inspect your timing belt before failure. It's out of sight, but its role is life or death for your engine. Ignore it, and your engine can die in seconds. When it snaps, pistons slam into valves. Engine damage is catastrophic. Repairs? Easily $2,000 to $5,000, or far more. Timing belts aren't forever. Even low-mileage cars age them. Heat, oil, and everyday wear slowly weaken the material. Look for cracks, fraying, or glazing. These are the silent screams of failure. Sometimes there's no warning at all. One moment your engine hums, the next it's ruined. Check your intervals carefully. Most cars need a replacement between 50,000 and 100,000 miles. Time matters too. 7 to 10 years is the safe limit. If the teeth start wearing, skipping is possible. Overworking your car? Replace sooner. Don't gamble just because the odometer is low. Always replace the belt with its companions. Water pump, tensioners, and pulleys age together. Swap one and ignore the others, and you risk another catastrophic failure. Small cost now, massive disaster avoided later. It is like your engine's heartbeat. Keep it in sync, and your car hums reliably for hundreds of thousands of miles. Neglect it, and even the healthiest engine can collapse in seconds. The heart beats secure, but the lifeblood still needs attention. Number 12. Change oil filters with oil swap. Do not buy the notion that a dirtier oil filter works better. That's a dangerous myth. A clogged filter can no longer trap debris. Your oil circulates dirt, metal particles, and sludge freely. Once the filter fails, the engine pays the price. Oil alone isn't enough. The filter works as a team with the oil. When you drain old oil, replace the filter. If the oil has already lost its shine, the filter has failed already. Ignoring it is like patching a leaky roof with cardboard. Filters are cheap, pennies compared to a $4,000 engine overhaul. Even high-performance engines rely on clean, free-flowing oil and a fresh filter. Some modern filters are washable, reusable, but only for a limited time. Don't get lazy. Swap the filter every time you change oil. It keeps metal parts from grinding, prevents sludge buildup, and keeps seals intact. A small twist of a wrench now can save thousands later. Cheap, easy, effective. It's a habit your engine will silently thank you for hundreds of thousands of miles. Filters aren't done yet. This one keeps your fuel flow clean and your engine happy. Number 11. Replace fuel filter. Your engine drinks fuel every second. It deserves clean fuel. A clogged fuel filter is a silent killer. It chokes your engine, starves the fuel pump, and forces your car to work harder. Strain builds silently, often unnoticed, until the fuel pump gives up. Repairs can skyrocket past $1,000 just for ignoring a $50 to $100 filter. Small investment, huge payoff. Timing matters. Replace the fuel filter at least every 2 years or sooner if your car lives harsh conditions. Signs of trouble include hesitation on acceleration, rough idles, or strange noises from the fuel pump. Don't wait for these symptoms. They're late warnings. This is one task where professional eyes help. Mechanics can check pressure, lines, and connections while swapping the filter. Even minor leaks or blockages can snowball into major repairs. Don't assume all filters are equal. OEM or high-quality replacements maintain proper flow and filtration. A clean filter keeps fuel flowing freely, eases strain on your pump, and ensures consistent engine performance. It's not flashy, but neglecting it quietly costs thousands down the line. Invest now, avoid surprises later, and let your engine breathe freely. You filtered the fuel, now protect the system that breaks you. Number 10. Brake fluid. Flush every 2 to 3 years. Your brake fluid is like a silent saboteur. It loves water. Over time, it soaks it up. Water lowers the boiling point. Slam the brakes hard and the fluid boils. Air bubbles form. Pedal goes soft, stopping distance spikes. One misstep can cost thousands, or worse. You can't eyeball it. Clear fluid can hide danger. That's why a simple $22 tester is a lifesaver. Over 3% moisture? Flush it without delay. Every 2 to 3 years, you need to replace it. No excuses, no favorites. Car brand doesn't matter. If you drive hard, tow heavy, or spend your life in stop-and-go traffic, shorten that interval even further. Always match the exact DOT type your system calls for. DOT3 or DOT4. Don't experiment. A proper flush clears trapped moisture and hidden sludge, protects your calipers, saves your master cylinder, and keeps your brake lines alive and responsive. Cheap, simple, and essential. A $22 test can prevent $1,000 plus repairs or a life-threatening skid. Strong fluid equals crisp, confident braking. Weak fluid equals a slow-motion disaster waiting to happen. Brakes don't forgive mistakes. Respect the fluid, keep it fresh, and every stop becomes predictable, controlled, and safe. Neglect it, and you're gambling with everything that matters. The wheels spin, but what drives them deserves its own attention. Number 9. Differential and transfer case service. Power means nothing if it can't reach your wheels. Deep under your car, 2 tough components make that happen: the differential and the transfer case. They take the engine's force and split it so each wheel gets the right amount of power. Simple idea, heavy work, and that work needs protection. Both units rely on thick, heavy-duty oil. This oil takes a beating. Heat breaks it down. Metal particles build up. Old fluid loses strength. When that happens, gears grind, bearings overheat, and the whole system wears out fast. Repairs are brutal, sometimes thousands. That's why fresh fluid matters. The sweet spot? Every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. How often? Drive full-time 4x4? Climb hills daily? Do it sooner. Clean fluid keeps the gears smooth, cool, and quiet. The service is basic in theory. Drain the old fluid, remove the fill plug, refill with the exact type your system needs, and seal it back up. But the catch is doing it right. Wrong fill level, wrong fluid, or wrong torque can cause serious damage. So get supervision the first time, or let a pro handle it. Let's dive deeper. Your engine thinks it's breathing fine, or is it choking quietly? Number 8. Clean mass airflow sensor. One tiny sensor tells your engine how much air is entering the system. That reading controls the fuel mixture, the timing, and the smoothness of every single combustion cycle. That tiny sensor is the mass airflow sensor, MAF. When it's clean, your engine breathes perfectly. When it's dirty, everything stumbles. Dust coats the sensor, oil vapors stick to it, readings drift, the engine guesses instead of knowing, and the symptoms show up fast. Hesitation, rough idle, sluggish acceleration, bad fuel economy, even random stalling. Codes like P0100 to P0104 pop up because the computer sees something is wrong. But the fix is simple and cheap and fast. Remove the MAF carefully. Spray it with proper MAF cleaner. Nothing else. No brushing, no wiping. Let it air dry completely. Reinstall it gently. That's it. 10 minutes can restore perfect airflow data. If you want to go deeper, plug in an OBD2 scanner. Check the airflow numbers at idle and under throttle. Low grams per second usually means the sensor was dirty, or still is. A clean MAF makes the engine sharper, smoother, and more fuel efficient. Ignore it, and your car wastes fuel and fights itself every mile. Moving on, straight lines matter, but what keeps the car balanced beneath it? Number 7. Tire alignment. Every 15,000 miles. A perfectly healthy car can feel broken if the wheels aren't pointing straight. Alignment looks simple, but it shapes everything. How you steer, how your tires wear, and how much fuel you burn. Even a small angle change throws the entire system off. Misalignment leaves clues. The inner or outer edges wear fast. The car drifts to one side even on a flat road. The steering wheel sits crooked when driving straight. Most drivers ignore these signs, but they're warnings you should never skip. Poor alignment grinds away tire life. Expect up to 30% faster wear. That means tires that should last 50,000 miles may die at 35,000. It also steals efficiency. Your engine fights the pull, costing you up to 10% more fuel. Over thousands of miles, that's real money gone for no reason. Fixing it isn't a DIY job. Precision lasers and trained hands are required. A professional alignment costs around $75 to $100. Cheap compared to wasting a full set of tires or stressing your suspension. Align every 15,000 miles, or sooner if you hit potholes, curbs, or rough roads often. Straight wheels mean smoother steering, safer handling, and longer tire life. Take care of alignment, and the road takes care of you. Engines hate waiting. Now see what happens when they're pushed too far. Number 6. Stop idling for too long. Many drivers still believe a car needs to sit for 10 minutes to warm up. That was true decades ago. Not today. Modern engines warm faster when you start driving gently, not while sitting still. Long idling dumps extra fuel into the cylinders. That excess fuel washes down the cylinder walls and thins the engine oil. Once oil loses thickness, it can't protect metal parts, and friction starts eating the engine from the inside. Over-idling also creates carbon buildup, the same grime you worked hard to clean from your MAF sensor. Unburned fuel coats, spark plugs, valves, and piston rings. The longer you idle, the thicker the soot becomes. Even your catalytic converter takes a beating from the overly rich fuel mixture. 30 to 60 seconds is all most cars ever need. Use that moment to buckle up, adjust your seat, and get comfortable. Then move off gently and keep the RPMs low until the engine settles into its ideal temperature. Extended idling also hits your wallet. It burns fuel without moving the car an inch. It stresses the battery, overloads sensors, and pumps out unnecessary emissions. We are down to the final 5. Power feels fun, but even strength has limits to respect. Number 5. Avoid redlining every time. Do not treat your vehicle like a baby too much. Neither should you treat the red line like a finish line. Both extremes are bad. Real engine health lives in the middle. Your engine is designed to rev earn, it likes movement. Staying too low in the RPMs all the time can cause carbon buildup on valves, pistons, and the exhaust system. That buildup slowly suffocates power and chokes fuel efficiency. So yes, every now and then, you need to let the engine breathe. A strong pull through the mid to high RPM range helps burn off deposits and keep things clean. But here's the flip side. Redlining every drive is abuse. Constant high RPM runs overheat oil, stress bearings, stretch timing components, and hammer the pistons. Do it often enough and you'll wear out rings, damage valves, and shorten engine life dramatically. The red zone isn't a playground, it's a limit. Drive normally, but let the RPMs climb once in a while. A controlled high rev burst during a highway merge or an open road pass is healthy. It clears carbon and keeps the engine sharp. Just don't live at redline. Use power wisely. Treat the engine with kindness, and it will reward you with years of smooth, strong performance without early failures. Cold metal can't sprint safely. Wait until it's ready for the next move. Number 4. Avoid cold revving. When you start a cold car, the oil is thick, heavy, and slow. It hasn't fully circulated to the bearings, pistons, or turbo, if you have one. Revving before the oil reaches these parts is like sprinting without blood in your muscles. Metal grinds against metal with almost no protection. That's why cold revs cause instant wear. Pistons expand slower than the cylinder walls, clearances are tight, and friction skyrockets. Do this often enough, and you'll score the cylinders, damage the rings, and shorten engine life by tens of thousands of miles. The simple fix? Give the engine 30 to 60 seconds after startup. Not to warm up, just long enough for oil to move. Then drive gently. Keep RPMs under 3,000 until the temperature begins to rise. Light load warms the engine faster and safer than sitting still. Turbo engines need even more care. Cold oil can't lubricate the turbo bearings properly, and a single cold rev can scar them permanently. Subaru even warns you with that blue coolant light. It means the engine is still cold, so be gentle. You've cleaned the top, but what lurks underneath can quietly ruin everything. Number 3. Undercarriage wash every season. Road salt, mud, and grime love to hide in the underside. Left unchecked, they quietly eat away metal parts. Brake lines weaken. Suspension arms corrode. Exhaust pipes rust through. Even your car's frame isn't safe. Rust starts small but spreads fast. What looks like a little spot today can cost $1,500 repair bill. Winter roads, coastal highways, or rainy streets are especially ruthless. Salt and sand are the biggest culprits. They speed up corrosion, turning strong metal into brittle, fragile scraps. A proper undercarriage wash isn't optional, it's essential. Spray down the entire bottom of your car. Focus on wheel wells, suspension mounts, brake lines, and around the exhaust. Doing this once per season is the bare minimum. In snowy or salty regions, monthly washes during winter are ideal. Near the coast, don't skip it year-round. Protecting the underside protects the entire car. Cheap water and a pressure washer now prevent expensive replacements later. Brakes stay strong. Suspension lasts. Rust doesn't get a foothold. Your car stays solid, safe, and reliable for hundreds of thousands of miles. Tempting upgrades sparkle, yet some hidden traps silently sabotage longevity. Number 2. Avoid unnecessary mods. Not every upgrade improves your car. Some modifications are pure trouble in disguise. Fancy exhausts, oversized turbo kits, or aggressive tuning might look cool, but they can quietly sabotage reliability. Every engine and drivetrain is designed to handle specific stress. Push beyond that, and you invite premature wear, overheating, and costly repairs. Stock parts aren't boring. They're engineered for longevity. Suspension arms, brakes, and transmissions are matched to factory power levels. Adding extreme modifications changes that balance. Suddenly, components wear faster. Bearings, gears, and mounts take punishment they weren't built for. Even a simple chip tune can shorten engine life if not paired with upgraded cooling or fueling systems. Beyond the engine, aftermarket parts can create hidden risks. Electrical mods, oversized wheels, or lowered suspensions change handling dynamics. Brake and tire performance can suffer. Sensors can misread, triggering error codes. Unexpected failures in the middle of traffic aren't just inconvenient, they're dangerous. If you truly want a car to last 500,000 miles, restraint is key. Upgrade only when it's tested, engineered, and proven to enhance reliability. Not just appearance or speed. Every unnecessary mod is a gamble. Keep your car closer to stock. Respect its engineering. Fewer unnecessary mods equals fewer hidden problems. Finally, memory fades, but the right record turns knowledge into unstoppable protection. Number 1. Keep a maintenance logbook. Your memory can fail, but a logbook never does. Every oil change, filter swap, tire rotation, and fluid flush, write it down. Date, mileage, service performed. No shortcuts. Patterns tell the story your car can't. Oil disappearing fast, tires wearing unevenly. Spot trouble early before a $1,000 repair sneaks up on you. Mechanics respect a well-kept record. Shops see it, and they won't upsell unnecessary fixes. It proves you're not careless. You're an owner who knows their car. When it's time to sell, a logbook is pure gold. Buyers trust documented maintenance. It builds credibility and can add real resale value. You don't need a fancy system. A small notebook works. Even a simple phone app is fine. Consistency is everything. Every detail counts. You are writing your car's life story. Each entry is a layer of protection, a checkpoint against failures. Track it, respect it, and your vehicle won't just survive. It will thrive for hundreds of thousands of miles. Stick to these habits, and your car becomes nearly unkillable. The next video spills the secret tweaks mechanics hope you never find out.